app or on your computer with borderradioaz.org. We are glad that you've chosen us. Stay tuned for What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter. It's 10 o'clock.
One of our donors, Rebecca, shared, as a flight attendant, I love listening to Border Radio when I'm home in Yuma. But the best part is I can take it with me on the app when I'm away. Border Radio lets me carry a piece of home wherever I go. Join listeners like Rebecca by visiting donate.borderradioaz.org and contribute today.
What's up, Yuma? I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
And on today's program, we are going to be joined first by Jonathan from Treasured Trashmen. Yes, he will go get your junk out the back of your house, your yard, wherever you have
Clean it up.
Maybe take that car and tow it out. But we'll find out exactly what he does, as well as
Alexandra Rangel. She's the Civic Reporter. It's from our sister station, KAWC.
So stay with us for What's Up Yuma Radio, beginning right now on KOFA 94.7 FM.
And streaming online at borderradioaz.org and on the KOFA app. And you can stream right now on the Border Radio Facebook page and KAWC YouTube page. And email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering solutions for those who value financial planning. YIVWM.com.
Chili from Philly. Nick Papa Giorgio from Yuma.
What's Up Yuma? Welcome to another episode of What's Up Yuma Radio. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
And today is our 101st episode.
We are at 101.
101.
People.
So I think we just keep counting from
Let's
here.
just say it every day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we're going to be at 102 tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can count.
Yes.
We don't really math, but we can do easy math.
We can count. That's it. You can count. You can count on that we can count. And today's program, we are joined today by Jonathan Perez, who since I've known him in the short amount of time, he's done like 300 different things. But
Go get her.
Yeah. It's like what are you doing today, Jonathan? But the latest incarnation is Treasured Trashmen.
Yes, it's a junk removal service that I provide for the community.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so that's what you're doing now. But like what we do at the show is always get to know our guests before we get into that.
Mm-hmm.
And so where are you from originally, Jonathan? Because I know you're not from Yuma because the way you say a certain word, we're going to have you say here in a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I'm from Staten Island, New York, born and raised. So I'm all the way at the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
How I ended up here was through the military. I'm a Marine Corps veteran.
Mm-hmm.
I was stationed back here in 2021. I thought I was going to go to California. I'm like, what is Yuma? And now I'm like, what's up, Yuma? So it's so nice to be here.
So what did you drink this morning when you woke up?
I actually, I'm not going to say the word yet, but I had a tea. I had a hot tea, but I went to Creation Coffee.
He went to Creation Coffee.
No, I got the hot tea. The London Fog?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got that. I got some Bible time and journaling. It was really nice. Really nice place. Very gentle, very sweet.
Yeah, I found out he was from New York. I'm like, you don't sound like it.
No, until there's certain word. There's another word that you say that's very New Yorkish.
Oh, like when you go on your morning walks, Johnny?
Walk. Yeah, you walk.
Walk.
Yeah, so I was like, there it is. When I first heard it.
You really are.
Yeah,
it's very subtle. I've been here for a while, so I think I'm a human, maybe, perhaps.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of want to know, what was it like in New York?
Yeah, what's it like in Staten Island?
Yeah, we're so far away.
Oh man, it's not like the Caribbean. I'll tell you that. It's it is an island for sure. It's really tough, rough. It snows. Honestly, I moved for different reasons, but I love Yuma way more.
Okay, but let's get into it. So what's it like? Because I only know it from the movies and like hip hop and hip hop.
Staten Island isn't like Times Square. It's like a mixture of like urban and suburban, I would say. Like I also take the bus to school, things like that.
Like the bus, the city bus.
I take the 57, you know.
Yeah, okay.
I went to Monsignor for a high school. It was a all boys Catholic high school. So.
Okay.
So I would.
So you get on the city bus with everybody that's on there, right? People going to work, people doing whatever.
You got construction workers, you got babies, you got moms. Families.
And how old are you? We're taking the bus.
When I was using it consistently, I was around like 14.
Wow.
14. You're getting on with just all these New Yorkers.
Yeah. Just don't look at them, you know.
Just don't look at them. That's a rule.
Like,
tunnel vision. You get in some weird conflict.
I think Cecilia over here is from Brooklyn. Is that true?
She said
yeah. So she's
shaking her head.
City, but She knows. She gets
Brooklyn.
But yeah, so Brooklyn in the house and Staten Island over
Yeah.
here. You
Don't
know
fight.
what?
it. No, I love
Are you
peace
guys
here.
rivals or no?
I think you're a lovely lady. I would never.
Not you personally.
No, but Jesus,
The cities.
Okay,
The cities,
the
yeah,
cities.
I don't see a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, of course you don't. You're like the sweet, gentle guy. But
Yeah.
she's just saying in typical, like,
Yeah.
where you're from. Do people like, yeah, I'm
The
from Staten Island.
boroughs,
I'm from
yeah.
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
from
think-
Manhattan.
No, not really.
No,
I think
not
if
really.
I'm like, oh, I'm from New York City. Like they wouldn't consider me from New York City. You know what I mean?
okay.
It's not as city like. It's not like where it's thriving. You know, it's just
Oh,
part of
gotcha.
it geographically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So growing up there, you said, what was the rough part? You talking about because it was so cold, or
Yeah, it'd be cold, and then I grew up around different backgrounds of people. Majority of Staten Island have like more like Italian based and like Hispanic. It was a good mix, so you got a mixed bag of like people treating people differently. So everyone's just trying to be like the toughest guy in the street and act like they have
Wow.
like this swag, and that's not me. I'd rather be humble.
So, but how is that not you? Because we're influenced by what's around us, right? So
Yeah.
it's not like we, in one part, kind of totally choose, but you have your influences. So, but you just said that early on, like that's not me, or like
Yeah, it really was. What really influenced me is Jesus Christ.
like when you were a kid.
Yeah, I grew up in church. My
You grew up
grandfather
in-
was a
okay.
pastor.
Gotcha.
And I was just taught differently, and it wasn't until I was 20 that I really considered Christ as my own savior.
Yeah.
So I was influenced by the Lord since at a
So
young
at a
age.
young age, because of the religious foundation, you stayed away from the tough guys trying to
Yeah.
prove themselves and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Gangs.
But I mean,
Yeah, you didn't
until-
become a mafia member in the Italian
yeah,
mob
no one's
or
getting
whatever.
whacked, nothing
Yeah,
crazy.
that's right.
No. When I went to college, I went to go wrestle in college. That's when I started doing my own thing, and that's when the influences came because I was on my own.
Yeah. So
There
you're
And I
you
made my
go.
own choices, and I realized that that wasn't what I was rooted in. My foundation
Where'd you
isn't
go to-
Jesus.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to SUNY Sullivan College. It was a community college. I was wrestling there.
Nice.
Made my own choices that weren't good.
Yeah.
But it led me to move to California and then join the military.
okay. So you went to college to wrestle, like you're on a
Yes.
scholarship or something? Like,
No. I was just wrestling. It was like
Ah.
D3, nothing crazy. And I was gonna go for nursing at the time.
Oh, so you're going to go to school for nursing?
I was, and
Okay.
everything kept changing, as you can
Mhm.
tell.
Yeah, that's why I said, like, that's
Can't
why I
stick
opened
with
this
one
show.
thing,
Like, you
huh?
do all kinds of
That's
things.
all right.
The only thing that stuck is Jesus.
Yeah, so thank God for Jesus,
Yeah.
right? In this,
Thank God for-
Kept you on the
for
right
this.
path.
Yeah, he was always there.
Hey, Jesus, if you're listening, this
Good
guy would
job.
be all over the place if it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
The guiding light.
He
Um,
is the guy.
But let's go back. So you wanted to be a nurse, like where'd that?
Yeah.
Well, where that came from was, I always had a desire to help people. My favorite verse is actually on my phone.
Mhm.
It's Isaiah 1:17. It says, "Learn to do right, seek justice, defend the oppressed, take up the cause of the fatherless,
Mhm.
and plead the case of the widow." So, my background, my dad really didn't raise me at all. I
Uh-huh.
was raised by my aunt and my uncle, and I always had this desire to help people that are fatherless and widows and like help.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's always been on my heart to serve,
Mhm.
to help people. And it, even though it seems like it's all over the place, at the end of the day, I do serve people
Yeah.
with the junk removal.
Well, yeah, I tease, but
Yeah.
you know,
No, I get you.
But you're in good company because I've had so many jobs, and Johnny
Yeah.
too. Like
Yeah.
since I was like 16 and started working, I think this is my 19th or 20th thing that I've done, like
Wow.
retail, pets, cooking, this, that. So like
what was your favorite thing?
this.
This.
So far,
Oh,
we'll see
ding,
what happens.
Ding, ding, ding. This one.
I love radio. I know I was destined for it, but like,
Right.
but I wanted to try everything. So
Right.
like, I don't believe in sticking with one thing.
I
So,
agree. It's like you just gotta spread
Yeah.
the seed and let's see whatever grows. you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So then, but when did you figure out like the nursing route? Like, because you're saying you're going to go to college for this. Like,
Mhm.
What made me want to do it is just a desire to help people.
but what made you not want to
Made
do
you
it?
stop. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I just I got caught up like partying and
Yeah.
like doing all this stuff.
Okay. So you
And
started.
I was just done with school.
You're over it.
So I was like, I'm not even gonna do anything. This is too much.
So
for
you
me.
dropped out.
Dropped out, and then
stopped wrestling, dropped out,
Mhm.
and then that's when you moved to Cali.
yes, my sister, she's a Navy veteran, And
Nice.
she would show me around the base and stuff like that. And she was always close with God, but she was like on fire for God even today.
Mhm.
And she's like, Jonathan, you gotta like cut that stuff out. And she'd bring me to church. And
So she's like, come move with me or something?
I wanted to go over there because she's like the middle sister. She was like the cool sister to me.
Okay.
So I thought I was gonna like get to do what I want. But
Yeah,
it was
right.
the complete opposite. And I thank God, for
Okay.
What,
But,
what part of Cali?
where we're at.
El Cajon.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you the baby?
Yes, I'm the
Of?
youngest of my 2 older sisters, but my cousins are like my little brothers
Yeah.
to me. I was living in the house before they were even in the womb, so
Okay.
I was around.
So
Gotcha.
your sister, she was in the Navy. She was stationed in San Diego
Yes.
or Oceanside or whatever.
Yeah,
like
San Diego.
San Diego. She was stationed over there. So then moved to El Cajon after she got out, or
She was still
in?
serving at
She
the
was still in.
time.
Oh,
And
okay.
I was able to see firsthand like that lifestyle, and
Yeah.
decided to join the Marine Corps again.
So you're there, and then you're seeing her as a active duty enlisted Navy. What do you call it? Like you call it the
Sailor.
Sailor.
She's a sailor.
Sailor. Okay,
I
she's a
love
sailor.
that.
Okay, so she's a sailor, and you're around that, and you're like, okay, I could do this, but I just don't want to be near the water, so I want to do Marines because Marines are water anyway, too, right?
Well, I mean, they're actually kind of like me all over the place. They're landing.
So-
They do everything.
Yeah,
They do a
it's
bit of
like-
everything. So
it's like I need something that has a little mix of all of
Water,
it.
land,
Yeah.
air.
it was so weird because I was working at Target and I felt like this call again. I got to do something greater.
Mhm.
And people will come up to me like, "Are you a Marine?" I'm like, "Why would a Marine work at Target?" It was so weird. And one of the security
job.
guards actually was a Marine. Once Marine, always Marine.
Wow.
He would be like, "When are you gonna enlist?" Like every day. And I was like, "Why is this happening to me?" And I realized that God was calling
That's
me
right.
to a different path.
So you felt that call. Okay. And so in the Marines, they are I don't know how to say it, but they're a part of the Navy, right?
Yes,
That's what it
they're
is.
a
Like
department. Yep,
they're a department of the
they're like
Navy.
our taxi drivers when we get on there. And
Yeah. So it's like, all right, take me over here. So you were you went to the military because you saw it with your sister. You're like, okay, I could do this. I
Yeah.
feel a calling. Like this guy keeps bugging me. When am I going to enlist?
I don't want to be at Target anymore.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it was the same desire to always help people. That
Yeah.
was the main theme. Like I had to serve. I had to do something.
So what was it like going in the military?
Yeah.
I went during COVID. So
Whoa.
So it's
Yeah.
an interesting perspective, probably with the military. You probably got a different flavor than everybody
Like,
else.
did you still
Yeah.
have boot camp?
we still had boot camp, but we were like, our
But like your
masks-
instructor yelled at you from 6 feet away.
No, they didn't care.
Okay.
If anything, they had it, they would call for
They're like, I will get you sick. I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
care.
yeah. And I embraced it. It was a great experience, but it was completely different because of COVID. So like our graduation, no one showed up, and we were in our
Oh, yeah.
camis. We didn't have anyone to show up because
That's
of COVID.
sad.
Yeah, that's okay. And,
You're like, it's better.
yeah,
That's
and
all
then usually you get like 10 days of leave, like right
Mhm.
after. We didn't get that, so we went straight to combat training, and then went
Oh.
to my training for my MOS, my job, like back to back. So it was like months of just straight military, and,
Wow.
and it was really hardcore. But
Mhm.
And what was your job in the
I was
military?
a mobile facilities technician, $64.99. So
Okay.
I would
Explain.
yeah, so like like those white boxes, like Connex boxes they have like on the boats, like on the ships, like the cargos.
Yeah, the
Sure.
cargo ships.
So
yeah, I saw the
I'm in
boxes.
avionics, but they call us the black sheep because we don't work on any avionic aircraft parts, but we maintain the facilities for them.
Ah.
So we complex them, give them power, and people would do like soldering and work on the batteries for
Mhm.
the aircrafts across the street.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So we just maintain. So I did like HVAC again, jack of all trades, HVAC, electrical. We worked on diesel generators. We did a lot of moving, things like that. So
Mm.
Did you
Yes.
like it when you got into it? Was that
I mean,
because obviously you didn't like go out and try to explore that as a career,
Yeah.
but when you were doing it, was it something that you liked doing?
it has its ups and downs, and I what I really love about it, it shows you how to handle adversity.
Mm.
There's some things about the culture, things that I don't agree with personally, that like like the drinking aspect, and we're born in a tavern. Like I don't drink. I've been sober for
Yeah.
3 years, and
Mhm.
Mhm.
that lifestyle kind of affected me, and
Mm.
but it told me how to face adversity and overcome it. So I appreciate it. I enjoyed it, and I have no regrets. Especially God would use like the bad for his good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what he did for me. And I look back at it, it was still good. And I
Yeah.
was
So
blessed.
then, so what else? Like you were in there for
Mhm.
how long?
I was serving for 5 years.
5 years.
Wow. Did you have a hard time not drinking in the military?
In the beginning, oh no, it was so easy to drink.
Yeah, I know you got sober.
It was a process. Like I said, like the Lord was pulling me. I felt like I had to be a leader in some
Mhm.
ways. And in scripture, it talks about like like the elders of the church and the deacons and things like that, and it mentions that they have to be sober minded. And I said, if I'm going to be a leader, I have to be sober minded in all things. So that was the beginning of him molding me into who I am today. And it was a process because it was the culture. I remember I had to get out of my room because my roommate, in good intentions, just wanted to hang out. He's like, dude, like come drink, and I would literally get changed and I'll go for a run at like 2 a.m.
Oh, okay. So that's healthy.
Yeah, it was healthy.
Like
and I didn't want to do it because I knew God had a better plan for me than to drink, and and I'm not that type of person that can handle it. So he knew that.
You can't handle drinking. Like you get wild. You take your shirt off and like
we
one
end up
drink
in
leads
handcuffs.
to like 2 and 3, 4.
And then 5,000 later.
Okay.
There's no stopping. There's no
is
end.
that you could relate to that, Ronnie?
Oh yeah, 11 years sober. Like there's no end.
But when you drink, I'm saying
I make silly choices. I go silly Billy.
But just like and dangerous too. Like the driving and waking up with paint on my car. Like what did I do? And like just losing custody of my kid. Like that's the type of person I am.
Gotcha.
So there's no moderation.
Well, everything is, I guess, to me would be moderation, right?
And that word is like non-existent to somebody.
Gotcha. And some people that they just
people
can't
have
do it.
Convictions. It says to be sober, like you, and like even Jesus was drinking wine, things like that. There's those arguments, but like if you're drinking it to cope with things and to not,
so you kind of draw that line, that difference.
Like for me, like is this cup of wine gonna make me feel good, or like the glory of Jesus Christ gonna make me feel way better?
So that's how you feel about it. Yeah, because I had 2 beers last night. I didn't know what I'm saying is like
you handled it, right?
But yeah, I could drink my 2 beers and I'm like not
bedtime.
Crashing into other cars and taking my shirt off, right? It's like I could do that and I'm fine with that.
But to me, it's like why just 2? Like I can't imagine just having 2.
Really?
Yeah.
If I have 3, I fall asleep. Like I'm asleep. So like that's the off switch. It
empowers me. I'm like, let's go do something crazy.
No, it's like let's go to bed, please. Let's go to. So I don't have that problem.
Let's go on an adventure and go to bed 2 days later.
I'm gonna wait 48 hours. This is great.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna say thanks that both of you are not alcoholics anymore, and we're gonna come up and find out how we're gonna get to your journey because. But when I first met you, you were doing the clothing. You definitely dress interesting.
I love it. He walked in and I was like, "You don't look like a trash man."
Yeah, but definitely pretty well. Interesting look. And so we're going to talk about that and more on the other side of the break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
Downtown Yuma celebrates the season on Saturday, December 6th with holiday festivities along Main Street. Families can enjoy the synthetic ice skating rink, a 615 tree lighting near the Yuma Art Center, and Santa photos at the Children's Museum. Performances, vendors, and kids' activities fill the day with cheer. Details on the Yuma Art Center's Facebook page.
Good morning. This is Cecilia Holland-Braithwaite from the KAWC Newsroom. Arizona Public Service, or APS, is holding an open house for Yuma customers today and tomorrow. You can meet one-on-one with APS representatives to review your utility bill, explore assistance programs, and find ways to save. No appointment is needed. It will be held from 10 a.m. until 2 at the Thomas F. Alt Utilities Complex. More details at kawc.org.
From KAWC, this is Siendo Primero.
Being First is a program created by students for students.
My name is Ajay Bárcenas.
And my name is Evelyn Garcia. Here we will share stories, information, and voices that connect with students' life.
Cada sábado les traeremos un nuevo tema directamente a tus oídos.
This show is available as a podcast or online. Just search KAWC.org under the shows tab. A new vision with the same mission: to give students a voice.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up Yuma Radio. We are here talking to Jonathan Perez, and we're talking about his journey and how he became a trash man. Not your typical trash man.
I love it.
He's not. He doesn't work for the city. He's a junk hauler. He'll haul away the junk and the that you have. And but when I first met you, or when we first started talking, yes, you were doing an open mic.
Yes.
And you also did something with clothing. Kind of get into both of those if you can.
So like, was this like a year ago already?
Yeah.
I got into selling vintage clothes. I would handpick items and sell it. And it led to me having a space at Bell's Boutique downtown on Main Street.
nice.
Okay, so you had a space. So what does that mean to handpick vintage clothes? Like, where do you pick them up from?
So like, I get in my car, and then
Yeah. Go ahead.
I pick up this, and I'm like, "You want it?"
But where do you pick it up from?
So I go to
where do
like
you get it from?
everywhere. Goodwill.
Okay.
I've done like local.
What about like estate sales? Do you ever do stuff like that, or do you yard sales?
estate sales.
Yard sale. Yes, there you go. That
So
was the
like
word
you
I was
do. Oh,
thinking.
that's what you're looking
I was
for.
like, oh,
Okay.
what's it called? Yard
Yeah,
sales.
that was that one.
Yeah, that one.
I got it. I'm
So,
really good at charades.
Thank you. I like froze. Yard sales. I mean, like wherever. Some people just donate
Gotcha.
clothes. Like the Marines were so supportive. Like when I started it, I was. People always say, "Oh, you dress pretty cool." I'm like, thanks. And my friends love thrifting, and I wanted to go to Florida and make a little bit extra money for my niece and my nephew. I was going to go visit my family and wanted to spend on them. And I had a lot of clothes. I was like, dang, what am I doing with all these clothes? Like, it's pretty much hoarding at this point. And I was like, oh, like I got an idea. Again, like I can't take credit. Like the idea came from God. And I was like, hey, you guys want to buy some of my clothes? They're like, yeah, sure. Like we'll go to your room. Like the barracks room is like a 2x4. Like there's no room. So they meet me in the lounge room on the second floor. And I'm like, but give me like 20 minutes. And I set it up like a little store as a joke.
Cool.
And I put a speaker, like, oh, this is so sick. And then like a bunch of Marines would start popping in, like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm just selling some clothes. And they actually bought the
So people
clothes.
would buy your clothes.
Yes, like this was from my
gotcha.
closet at the time. And then they're like, oh, I like your style, but like you're way bigger than me, which So I realized like, oh, they like what I see.
Yeah.
So I had to just get different sizes. So I was like, I'm gonna try it. So the next day I went to Goodwill and I bought a bunch of clothes that I thought was cool. And then one of my friends, I was like going through the quarterdeck. That's like the main hallway. And she was like, oh, like you were selling clothes. Like, what do you have? I'm like, you want to see? And she's like, sure. So there was like a pool table. And then what I did was I set up the clothes and then I took a little picture and I put it on my story. And like a bunch of Marines came in and like bought a bunch.
Really?
Yeah.
And then you just like jack the price up.
No. I always try to be reasonable. Like if I buy something for like $2, I bump it up to like $6. So nothing crazy.
Well, I mean, that's double. That's great.
Yeah,
that's
it's double,
smart.
but you know, some people like to make it like $100, something crazy.
I know. You're
And
like, not
that wasn't me.
vintage.
I always try to be for the people and help and be like, I'm gonna meet you in the middle.
Yeah.
Like I don't overdo the prices.
Okay.
So you're doing that, and then you're getting some success on the base, and then
Yeah.
so you move it into a location.
Yeah. So what happened was I'm like, all right, I gotta get out of here because these guys are gonna get bored. And I went to the evening market. They had that last summer, like the Palms.
Okay.
After
Yeah.
dark. And I was asking around, I'm like, hey, like, what do you guys do to start up? And then I met the guys who run it, and I told them my story, and like legit, like this is God's favor, because they were like, oh, like we'll give you the setup for free, just like come in. Like usually they charge people the first time, and I was like, all right, yeah, I'll do it. And I didn't have a tent or nothing, and then people from my church gave me a tent so I could actually set up.
Oh,
Nice.
cool.
And then from there, it led to people showing up. And then when I went to Florida, they had the art scene was really cool. And it kind of influenced me, like, oh, I want to do something like that in Yuma. So I was like, oh, it'd be really smart to do an open mic while people could look at clothes and just hang out.
Mhm.
So that's where the idea came. And then next thing you know, I get a spot at Bell's Boutique downtown, and I would do it from like 8 o'clock at night all the way to 12 in the morning.
Whoa.
And people would like come by, hang out, and like buy clothes or just like listen to music.
Cool.
So from 8 to 12, there's music happening.
Yeah, like right outside the shop, I had like a little speaker, and people would just come and play, and
Oh,
was cool.
okay.
It
And singing stuff.
yeah, and it led me to want to do like comedy and things like that. But then again, like the God's like, you're not doing that.
But-
Why
so,
not?
So wait a minute. So the comedy,
Yeah.
were you funny?
I mean, you guys are kind of laughing, right? I don't know.
Hit and miss, hit and miss.
Why not? Yeah,
I shoot my shots whenever hits. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you were doing the open mic, and then you like told some jokes or something. or
Yeah,
what?
so I would do like jokes and things like that, and but when I realized, like I think God like wants me to speak and talk to people, but when I was doing my jokes, I realized that they weren't the cleanest, and they were just making fun of people, and I just didn't want to do that.
So you don't want to go on that angle, but you did notice that you were funny. You had had the knack to kind of write stuff and speak, but
so
you didn't want to go into the.
Yeah, you got to be pretty hardcore.
I rather glorify the Lord and like help people. So that was
than,
like a better
roast
option.
people.
Yeah, like I rather roast them in the spirit and get them fired up for Jesus.
You are amazing.
I guess you are a comedian.
Say positive things.
Roast them in the spirit. I don't. Have you ever heard that one before?
Never.
Cecilia. No, but
exactly.
Cecilia agrees.
She
I know
knows.
Cecilia's a Christian.
Yeah.
So okay, now you're doing the open mics.
Yes.
You're seeing some success, and then you say, "I'm done with it." Like what?
Yeah, because I was like, I did this whole thing with Human Noise, and it was like a collective. I showed you the videos, things like that. But it was getting to the point I was getting out the military, and
so you're in this. Okay, you're still in the military at that point. You're about to get out.
Yeah, like I was in the process of getting out, and then again, I always had these ideas. Ever since a young age, I always understood what entrepreneurialism was. Like really little, like I was sitting in the shopping cart little, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
and I knew that's from God. And I always had these ideas stirring. I always try to start things up. So I have a journal in my backpack, and it's my idea journal. And I wrote like, this is for your faithful servant. Like, I'll do whatever you want me to do as long as it's in your will. And I prayed over it. And one of the first ideas was the junk removal service.
Okay.
And I just left it because I'm like, I have no resources. I don't even think I'm going to stay in Yuma. I'm like, what am I going to do here?
Yeah.
And through the close, that's how I met Stefan.
Okay.
And we became good friends. But then I was doing my own thing. We split ways, and that's why I was doing the open mic and like hanging out with people. And long story short, I was getting out of the military. I knew that this wasn't for me. Like, I knew that I could do something better with this gift than for myself. Like, I should be helping people.
Yeah, and you are helping people because having all of that clutter is horrible. So you're just really, but it's also such a pain. Like, so we've moved a lot.
Yeah.
And I purge. So we'll have the mission come pick it up for free. You know, and I love donating to the shelter and stuff. So like you are doing a service to people of just relieving that one issue that they have.
Because I believe we have like a lot of clutter, and you know, just like Jesus, he wants to clean us out from the inside. And that's the same thing I'm trying to do for these people.
Yeah. And so full transparency. So I found out that you did that. So you came, a lot of the stuff that got ruined through the flood when my shed, the place where I stored a bunch of stuff, the top was dented in and everything got ruined pretty much. Yeah. And you went through it and you cleaned it up. And you were there like, I think it was like 5:30 in the morning, 6
I was
or
looking
whatever.
through the window. Like,
I'm here. Are you awake?
You're there. And then you go in the back with like a smile on your face. Like,
you're like, why are you so happy so early?
You're happy. It's early. And you're like, yes, I love doing this. It's like, you love doing this. Like you love going through this stuff. And like, to me, I hate it. Right. Cause I'm looking, and plus also like, you asked me about certain things that got ruined, you know, and it's like, ooh, that's like sentimental. So I didn't really want to look at it.
Yeah. I apologize.
No, it's okay. But you didn't know. You didn't know, but it's like looking at it and it's like, ooh, that's like, that's tough. That's rough, you know, to kind of see that all this stuff got ruined, you know, because even going through it, like there was old pictures and stuff like that got ruined and stuff. And it happens, but it was too much for me to bear, right? It was like to go back there myself. Yeah. So then I was like, I need somebody else. And we used a previous guest. I've used him that's been on. And then I saw that you were doing it because you reached out through Instagram and stuff. And you started to do that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this guy a try. And
well, how do you do? He did great. Him a rating.
Yeah, no, he did. Yeah, it was great. It was good.
5 out of 5.
Smiling the whole time like a weirdo, you know. It's like going through it. And no, but he was doing also, you're doing content back there too. Yeah. Right.
Oh wait, I think I saw that.
Yeah.
Like it's fun.
People.
Well, you got to put yourself out there.
People were like mentioning to me, it's like, I saw that sticker with your face on it.
That was hilarious.
People were telling me, it's like, you saw that? Where'd you see it? Like it's like it was like in the thing, and I was like, oh yeah, there it is. It's part of the content. And but you were back there having fun doing your content.
And you're by yourself?
I did that by myself. My friend Stefan has like the truck. You've seen Susie, my Zuzu, my car. So he has the truck and pickup. So that it like back to the whole thing. So I met him through selling clothes, and then we split up. And then I was getting out the military, and I felt like I needed to do something with my life again. And I met him. I was working at Crunch Gym, so I ended up staying in Yuma because of Jesus. I wasn't gonna stay here, but I went back to CTC, and one of my friends like, hey, you need to go to the front and get prayed for. And he told me the path is made easy. Go do it. And I decided to tithe. You know, and God says, test me, put it to the test, see what happens. And within that week, I got the job offer at Crunch. I was able to find a place to stay. and I was able to set up my GI Bill for school, like all on that same week.
Oh, cool.
So I knew God was going to take care of it. So I decided to stay. And then I was working at Crunch Met Stefan. I was helping him out, like just because he does landscaping as well.
Yeah.
And just because like I just want to help. Like I have nothing else to do. What else am I
How
gonna
did
do?
you come up with the name?
Treasure Trash Man. Like I said, like God, I can't take the credit. It just came to me, and I'm like, that is so creative. Like I couldn't even think of that myself.
Yeah, but you did. So
your trash is our treasure.
Do you ever keep anything?
I do have some cool furniture. I got a desk, my little office, which I prayed for and God provided. A little office set up in my little room.
Cool.
Yeah, I have everything that I need, and I don't need any more. I'm really thankful. Yeah.
But so you have this now. So we're gonna have to wrap up here in a minute.
My bad.
No, you're
No,
right. You're right. So you said you got your GI Bill. So you go to school out here too?
Yes, I'm a student at AWC and GCU online.
Okay, you do both, and so you're out here. You said you take English.
Yes, I take English here. I'm also really involved in the Christian Fellowship Club. We're gonna have a chapel service tomorrow at 6:30 at the amphitheater. Shout out to.
So you're part of the club out here. So you do quite a bit, and you're also a substitute teacher.
Oh yes.
In your spare time.
In my spare time, but I'm not fighting crime yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's like Batman.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
So you do a lot. So if people want to find out more about the Treasure Trash Men, how do they do that?
You could follow us at the Treasure Trash Man. It's legit the Treasure Trash Man on Instagram and Facebook. And that's about it so far. I mean, I even put my number out there. I'm really starting from scratch. And cool. With your guys' help, I hope this grows into something where young men and women can get work and they could, learn something about themselves and really learn how to live and manage money as well. So it's more than just myself. Like I really want to give back to the community.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
And
I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on. And it's last minute because we had a cancellation, 2 cancellations today.
It is the season.
So, but yeah, it's definitely. So I appreciate you.
He's all, it's God.
So are you off to class now after this or what?
No, I'm off today.
You're off today? Oh
my God.
I'm probably going to actually do some quotes today. So
very
really
cool.
Excited.
Yeah, good.
Go dress up like this and go in some trash.
Yeah. Are you going to wear that when you do the trash or do you change?
I mean, I might do like a funny video where I dress nice and take out trash.
Okay. You never know. I guess we got to watch.
Yes.
We got to
watch and see. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Jonathan. I appreciate you. And thank you for what you do for the community, getting rid of their junk.
Yes.
And with that, we are going to take a break. We'll be back with our very own Alexandra Rangel. Yes, she is going to be coming. There she is. She's waving right
name.
now. Yeah. So she's going to be coming in right now, and we're going to be talking to her right after this break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here at 94.7 KLFA Border Radio.
What's Up Yuma is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering listeners a one-on-one, no-obligation consultation to review their current financial affairs and provide strategies for meeting future goals. More at yivwm.com. Investment advisory services offered through CWM LLC and SEC Registered Investment Advisor.
For KAWC News in Yuma, I'm Victor Calderon. The Disabled American Veterans Nonprofit Group, better known as DAV, is bringing its free information seminar to Parker. The session happens this Wednesday, November 19th from 9 to 10 a.m. at the La Paz Regional Hospital on West Mojave Road. The Disabled American Veterans help more than 1 million veterans every year, offering support with benefits, claims, and appeals. At this seminar, DAV's National Service Officers will be on hand to answer questions and guide veterans and their families through the process of getting the benefits they've earned. Veterans are asked to bring an ID, a social security number, and any documents related to the military service. You don't have to be a DAV member. The seminar is free and open to all veterans and their families. For KAWC News in Yuma, I'm Victor Calderon.
The Summerton Tamale Festival, featuring tons of tamales, thousands of attendees, and 2 stages of live entertainment, will fill Summerton's Main Street all day long, beginning at 11 in the morning on Saturday, December 20th. Proceeds go to the El Diablito Alumni Club scholarships for local students. Festival information is at summertontamalefestival.com.
Hey everybody, this is folk singer Michael Jonathan. Thank you so much for tuning in to this wonderful radio station. Our broadcast this week features the amazing cosmic poet Abe Partridge from Alabama and the aggressive bluegrass of the Goodwin Brothers. Both artists an amazing Wood Songs kid on this week's broadcast of the Wood Songs Old Time Radio Hour.
This evening at 7 p.m. on KOFA Border Radio 94.7 FM.
KAWC invites you to Spirited Discussions at 5 p.m. Tuesday, December 9th at River City Grill. Join News Director Lou Gum in his final KAWC event as he moderates a conversation on local news with Cisco Stargazer and Alexandra Rangel, plus Alex Wakefield from the Arizona Media Association. More at KAWC.org.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here now joined by our very own Alexandra. Is it Rangel or how Alice just said it right now?
Yeah, Rangel.
Rangel
I
or-
usually tag out Alexandra Rangel.
Rangel?
Which is a little bit
Rangel.
harder.
Alexandra Rangel.
Let's
just
keep it
easy
for my nickname's Alex.
Alex. So we're gonna
Alex R.
She's over here at the office right next door to us. She is the Civic Engagement Reporter for KAWC. But when I first met you, you were actually, I think, it's Arizona Family is what I was known. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Arizona's Family.
Arizona Family.
It's
Okay.
a TV station in Phoenix, and I was the bureau reporter here in Yuma for 2 years.
What does that mean, the bureau?
Basically,
reporter?
that station's in Phoenix, and here down in Yuma, it was just me and a cameraman, and we basically just cover the entire region and send back our content. We go live from here. So just making sure that we cover this part of the corner for the station.
Okay. So I got your bio this morning. Thank you for filling in last minute. I sent you a message. I was up at 5:30 doing my walk, and I was like, oh, she's online. And literally 5 minutes before Jeremiah canceled. So that's when I sent you the message.
He's sick. Feel better.
So feel better, Jeremiah. But
if you're telling the truth.
He has a tummy. Yeah, maybe
that time of the year.
He is a brewer. Maybe he drank too much beer last night, and he's like, "Dude, never mind."
I know. I had a friend cancel on me this morning. She's like, "I have a migraine." I'm like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah,
are you
liar.
hungover?
I saw you at Double D's last night. No, so okay. I was looking at your bio. You're originally from the Imperial Valley, is that?
Yeah, born and raised there. Born in Brawley, but I kind of grew up in El Centro and then eventually moved to Calexico. So graduated from Calexico High School.
Okay.
Class of 2011.
So how far away? Because that's what. Okay, you're getting more south as you go, right? So Brawley over here. I'm looking at a map in my head. Brawley, El Centro, and then you go to Calexico. Okay. So how did that migration happen?
I mean,
how didn't you not end up in Mexicali?
Oh, I did end up in Mexicali a couple Friday nights.
A couple of times.
Me too. It's okay. Yeah. But no, my grandparents always lived in Calexico. And then eventually my mom got a teaching job she started at an elementary school there, but she moved there for her work. So then we just all kind of migrated there. And it was kind of a little culture shock because I grew up in El Centro going to schools, which I did grow up learning Spanish and English. But being in Calexico is everyone speaks Spanish.
Yeah, that's a little bit different.
Yeah, it was interesting. But I think my Spanish improved much better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure.
But Brawley. So what was it like? You were real young? Do you remember?
I was just born there. The hospital. Everyone
just born there.
Just the hospital,
okay.
Yeah.
So you weren't raised there at all?
No, El Centro. I grew up in front of. If you know where Wilson Junior High School is.
No.
In El Centro, next to Hamburger Stand.
Oh yeah. I know where Hamburger
yeah,
Stand.
So I grew up on that big street.
Oh, okay.
There's apartments there, and so we would walk to school, to elementary school, and stuff like that. It was a good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you like growing up over there? So El Centro for how long, and then we're in Calexico?
I think just until 6th grade.
6th grade.
It was then junior high. I moved to Calexico. Yeah.
And then you spent the rest of your high school days in Calexico?
Yeah, I graduated from Calexico High School. Yeah, it was.
Did you like high school?
I did. Yeah, I had a good group of girlfriends. We're still friends today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're very tight. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you want to do?
Yep.
After college, after high school, I did not know what I wanted to do. So I went to Imperial Valley College, the community college there. And I took
So
a journal.
really, hold on, wait a minute. Like no idea what you wanted to do in high school?
Didn't. That's all right.
You were just partying with your friends in Mexicali. That's it.
I mean, I don't know. Like I was in all the like Upward Bound programs where you would go to the colleges and stuff like that. But I don't know. Nothing really like spoke to me. I was really into collecting fashion magazines like Teen Vogue and stuff like that. And I always thought like, oh, maybe I could go to fashion school, but I really didn't believe that it was a career that I could maybe do that would make me money. I don't know. So eventually I went to Imperial Valley College. I took a journalism class for fun. And like one of the stories that I covered as a college student was like in my grandma's neighborhood, it was like a group of community members who were like cleaning up the park, like getting rid of graffiti. And I was like, oh, wow, this is so cool. And like I got to cover it. And, you know, I got to interview people from my own community. And that's kind of just how like what sparked, you know, my interest into it. And I was like, you know what, I could do this as a career. So I eventually graduated from IVC and then I transferred over to San Diego State in San Diego.
Okay. So you're at the community college. You take it out on a whim?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's just like, all right, I'll do this. And you were trying to get your general at that point?
Yeah, basically all the general eds
just
out of
general
the way.
Out of the way.
This was a fun class, you know. Yeah. And I took it with my best friend. We were both in the class. And it was pretty cool, yeah.
And so you're doing that. And then that one particular story kind of sparked something in you. It's like, wait a minute, I could do this. I like it and make some money.
Yeah.
So and then you went to San Diego, you said?
Yeah, San Diego State University. I graduated there with a degree in journalism and media studies.
So you knew then, like, okay, when you're transferring, then I'm going to be a journalist.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was it like in San Diego?
It was cool. And then like while I was at school, I had the opportunity to work for like the school newspaper. Me and my best friend also did like a little radio show there.
Oh, wow.
I forget what it was. I think it was KCR radio, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. And we had a little radio show. We would just talk about like hot topics. I'm trying to remember what the name of it was, but we were talking about it the other day. Like we were kind of podcasting before, like
it was podcasting.
It was popular. Yeah.
So you did a little bit of radio. You did journalism through the newspaper.
Yeah.
So which one did you like more?
You know, I would say the radio.
Okay.
And then eventually I got into TV news.
Yeah. So okay, writing for the paper, you're doing radio. And when did you get into TV news? Is when you graduated or were you still in college?
Yeah, like after I graduated, I, was substitute teaching. I was trying to like get into the field. It's kind of hard if you don't have experience.
Yeah.
And I eventually got my first gig at over there at KUSI News in San Diego as a writer, like just writing scripts, basically.
Okay.
You write the scripts that the anchors read.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I did. And so with that little experience, I was able to put, a reel together, like a portfolio, if you will. And that's when I got hired at KYMA here in Yuma.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so I think I had a friend that used to work there. Did you ever work with Mike Shorten? Did you know that name at KUSI? Oh, okay.
But
Like
maybe,
he's behind the boards and stuff.
So you were in San Diego and applied for the job here, and then they said, you're hired, you're moving to Yuma.
Yeah, basically.
Is it Yuma or did you go back to the Imperial Valley?
Back to Imperial Valley because I actually reported for the Yuma Bureau for KYMA.
Gotcha.
So I did all of El Centro, all of Brawley, Calexico. So that was cool to go back and get to report.
So tell me about the transition to going on camera.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I am very like camera shy, believe it or not.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm like an introvert. So like being on TV.
Yo
was,
también.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, for reals.
That's why this is cool because we're not necessarily like in front of like we have cameras, but it's different, like it's just being streamed right now,
Yeah.
There's no audience.
I just want to bring it up. So I did that. I did a live earlier this week, made an announcement.
Yeah.
And I to be honest, I hate it. I hate it because it's like I'm looking at myself and I'm like, all right, here we go.
Here we go, Johnny.
It's like I don't.
Well, it's fear. It's like, okay, what are people going to think about me? Do I look okay? Am I going to do great? But you kind of have to just like be like, I don't care.
Yeah, you just
I don't care.
You just got to do it and just get it over with. And then, like even to this morning, somebody said because I put up the pictures from Monday Night Football, like you need to be in more of the pictures. Like and I'm like, I don't want to. People see me enough. Like it's over with.
No, we don't.
But that's something you do again. If you got to get into, you got to get used to it. So back to Ronnie's original question after I hijacked it. how was it that first time that you're
Yeah.
looking at the confidence monitor or whatever, or you're
on
out there
scene.
reporting?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got your cameraman. What was that like?
Well, at KYMA, you don't start with a cameraman right off the bat.
Oh.
You are it's called MMJ, multimedia journalist, and you do everything. You carry the
So
camera.
you record yourself.
You record, you
Whoa.
edit. Yeah, so it
Wow.
was, when
You didn't know that, Ronnie?
No, you're
Yeah.
in. It's just
Yeah.
all you.
Mhm.
You don't deserve the cameraman yet. That's what they're saying.
No, wait a minute.
No, basically.
Well, yes, and can we afford to have a
Yeah.
cameraman for everyone? Right?
Yeah.
That's
There's
also
probably,
like,
like,
is there a
one.
budget, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually there's maybe in a small station here, like in Yuma,
There
there's
was
one
Joe.
cameraman. Yeah, Joe.
Joe's
Yeah.
Call
Joe.
Joe up. He needs
Everyone
to
would
be in.
have to share him. Like
Yeah.
if you had the big story of the day, you would probably
You get
to it
Joe.
with
You get Joe.
Yeah.
Joe Topose. We had Joe on. You remember
Oh,
Joe?
that Joe.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyways, tell us what was like being Miss Everything.
So okay, then what did you do like that first one? You set up the camera? Like
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
you
a
set
lot
it up.
of testing it out, like testing. Am I in frame?
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
And
What?
There's so much pressure to get your story done for the day. Like you're
Yeah.
on a deadline. And
Okay.
so the nerves, all of that, you can't think
Yeah.
about it. You
Yeah.
know, it just
do it.
goes away. Even when you have to go live in front of a crowd or something like that. Like, yeah, you're shy. I'm embarrassed, but you have a job to do.
And what about the
Yeah.
people that want to jump on camera and be like, "Hey, what are they,
that
crashers
does
or something?"
happen. That does, or here it's a lot of you're filming on the side of the road and it's a lot of beep beep.
Oh my god!
and,
I'd be like, "Do you not
But
see
pe-
me recording?"
But
Yeah.
people, do they try? Has anybody done that? Trying to crash in front of you? Like
not too
not
too crazy, not too
obvious?
aggressive.
nothing
Yeah.
too
They just kinda walk
crazy,
by
but I
and
have
kinda
seen
look.
it happen to other people.
Ah,
Oh, we see
okay.
it all the
Yeah.
time online.
Mhm.
Those clips.
Yeah,
Well, there's clips. Yeah.
Grab the mic, interview me. You're like,
Yeah.
"What the?"
yeah.
But so you did it. You kind of got over your fear. You have a job to do. Like, I'm going to make it happen.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So
Awesome.
was it nerve wracking to know you had to go back to that booth and edit it and get it up and make sure it's good for the 5 o'clock news or
Oh,
whatever?
Yeah. Depending on the topic, you have to become an expert on that topic for the day.
Ah,
So it's a lot of work, and so
research.
Yeah. Mhm.
So do you get one a day or 2 a day, or what was it?
It's usually one story a day, but you can get pulled away for breaking news or if stuff happens
Mm.
during that day.
And did
Mhm.
you pick the story or do they assign it?
You pitch. So every morning you come in there's a morning meeting and you pitch 2 to 3 stories for the day.
Wow.
Yeah. And you have to have at least one lined up with
This sounds like so
interviews.
stressful.
So what you do every day, lining up interviews,
Yeah.
that's something we do every single day.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it is kind of stressful finding
is
guests
hard.
sometimes when you're like, "Oh no, they canceled."
Well,
Or
we just had 2 in a row.
Yeah.
That's
It is hard.
I mean, yeah, and then we want to be booked weeks out. Sometimes we are, sometimes we're not. And we're like,
Yeah.
"Who are we getting this week?" We don't know.
Yeah.
I've been in the public relations side of things,
Mhm.
doing marketing forever. So I've known that that's the way it operates there. Because I remember when KYMA was its own thing, KSWT was its own thing, and then Fox came later.
Mm.
But people would just show up. Yeah, it's have to set it up, the mic
Wow.
you do all of it, and it's I'm really, and this is 15 years ago.
Just
I'm
thrown
like,
to it.
you
yeah.
have to do it all by yourself.
Yeah.
And that was back when they had the big cameras too. Now somebody comes, but
With
the
their
latest
phone.
ones, it's just with their phone.
With the phone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I just did an interview here 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and the guy just came and
Yeah.
he brought his phone, and
You're like,
Yeah, as long as you got a good mic and
Mhm.
the iPhone is great quality.
yeah.
Sure.
So we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna find out how you came to the wonderful world of radio,
928.
and what do you do over there in that office. We're gonna do that right after this.
Yeah,
You're
what do you
listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
The KAWC Student Newsroom is funded by the Local News Initiative at the Community Foundation for Southern Arizona, the Scripps Howard Fund, and by generous local support. Thank you for supporting the next generation of public media. Learn more about the project and hear stories from emerging journalists at kawc.org/student newsroom.
Hi, this is Thomas Crivens, Executive Director of Bill Street Caravan. Next time on the show, we'll have Ryan Lee Crosby, Willie Farmer, and more, live from Crosstown Arts.
Thursday evening at 7 on KOFA Border Radio 94.7 FM.
In Flagstaff, there's a 60 to 70% chance of rain showers today with an afternoon high of 45 and evening low of 34 degrees in Prescott. A 90% chance of precipitation today with an afternoon high of 52 and evening low of 40 degrees. In Kingman, there's a flood watch remaining in effect through late tonight for flooding caused by excessive rainfall. An afternoon high of 55 degrees and evening low of 43. Yuma has a 50% chance of rain showers with an afternoon high of 70 and evening low of 54.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here talking to our very own, and I'm just going to say Alex. She said that's fine. Alex from over here, the reporter at KAWC, covering civic engagement for us here. But you just asked me a question off air about if I ever worked for KYMA. Now, my first TV thing that I did, though, was a gentleman back in the day, John Archuleta. Do you know that name? Are you familiar with that at all?
It rings a bell.
Well, he was at KYMA for a long time, but John Archuleta used to have a really cool segment called What's Trending. Okay. So like you said, you were talking about hot topics and stuff on your radio show. So John used to set up like a panel of people and local celebrities or whatever. And I wasn't part of it. I wasn't a part of it at first, but one of the guys got sick. And so it's like John's like, well, I guess I'll ask Johnny.
Just have you on.
Yeah, it's like you're doing some stuff. You're kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I went on and I loved it. And then I became a regular panelist. But it was like three of us, and they would ask us different questions depending on what's popular in the news. Like the one time, and I just got to bring this up. It's the most hilarious one. And I was there next to an ex-porn star, believe it or not.
Oh my God.
And so it was like breast milk flavored popsicles. Like, would you? Yeah.
Oh wow.
And like, and would you drink or would you partake of these popsicles?
That is funny. That recently popped up in the news again.
Yeah, popped. And I remember when it popped up again, I was like, that was like 15 years ago. But like, so he would have a panel of people and we would have to answer those. So that was my TV debut. And I was just like awkward, like looking at myself and everything.
Yeah.
But no, never worked for KYMA. Had a lot of friends that went through there. But I know that's a beginning place for a lot of people.
Yeah, it is.
You know, and I think there was even a story about Will Ferrell. Have you heard that one?
No.
Oh, he was supposed to work here.
He was supposed to work here.
Really?
Yeah. Will Ferrell was he was going to be a journalist, and it was going to be like, okay, you're going to go to Yuma, and he's like, the hell I am. I'm going to become a comedian.
I'm going to be an actor instead.
You know, he said it on a podcast, and it became a pretty big deal that you know, he never made it to Yuma. So there was a time when everybody trying to get him here. But anyway, I get back to you. So how did you end up here? Did they steal you? Did Lou Gum go over there and be like, hey.
Well, and I want to put it like a little question to that too. We were talking to her in the break, and you said you got burnt out with TV.
TV news is rough. It's run and gun. It's a lot of, you know, you're always on. Even when you're off, you're on, you know.
And this is when you're now at Arizona Family, because you went from there to Arizona Family.
So I basically finished my 2 years with Arizona Family, and I was, you know.
Oh, you finished your 2 years. You ever had like a 2-year contract or something?
Yeah, you're usually in contracts for when it comes to TV news.
And you just felt tired? Like you don't want to do this anymore?
Yeah, like am I going to continue doing this for the next year or not? You know, and so this position had been up for a while, and I had seen it, and I was like, you know what? I should just, you know, give it a shot. You never know. And I got hired. And so I've been now the community civic engagement reporter for like 7 weeks, going on to 2 months, I guess.
You're brand new.
So 7 weeks. And so how did that come about though? Was it, did you see it like posted online somewhere? Was it like,
it was posted online.
Oh, okay.
I think Victor had sent it to me also, like,
so you knew Victor?
Prior. Yeah, I knew Victor from, you know, covering news here.
Gotcha.
That's true.
In Yuma.
So what kind of like, did you have to have a background in journalism to get the job?
Yeah, you do have to have a
your
background, your degree, and
since I was fresh out.
Yeah, since I've been covering the community for 2 years already, it's that
they don't mess around on the KAWC.
No,
side.
over here they're
on
like
the KOFA side. They'll let anybody come in and do anything. Obviously, like Dave did. We were over here, but the KAWC thing,
they're
take
like
it
the
serious.
professional side.
We're
like the embarrassing stepsister.
They're like, oh my God, what did he say? He was with the ex-porn star. My goodness, we're gonna edit that
talking
out.
about drinking. What's
Ronnie's
happening?
the ex-alcoholic.
And you really I really had to come in and start doing stuff. You know, I was ready to do stuff.
Like right when you got here.
Yeah, didn't need too much training. I kind of,
you kind of had experience.
Yeah, TV and radio are kind of similar, just maybe different lingo for certain stuff.
So can you explain what a civic engagement reporter is?
Yeah, that's a great question.
She's like, I don't know.
She's like, no. She's like, pass.
Pass, next question.
I mean, basically it's covering how the community interacts with, local government, maybe how they're doing stuff in their community. Like the gentleman you guys had earlier on, Jonathan.
Jonathan, yeah.
Oh, the trash man.
What he's doing is, a community service.
Yes.
So highlighting things like that, covering issues, all that stuff. We just covered a Arizona PERG town hall at the library, which was regarding around utility rates right now.
So
APS customers are facing.
Dave kind of talked about that a little bit before you got in here. Can you explain a little bit about that? What'd you learn? What'd you learn?
I mean,
are they raising my rates again?
They want to, and they want to do it without legislation. They want to just do it, right?
Illegally?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, no, it's legal.
It would become legal if they get some certain things passed, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's the Arizona Corporation Commission votes on it. So basically, APS is asking for a 14% increase. That would average out to about an extra $20 a month.
What?
But they're most likely not going to get the full 14.
I feel like they just raised them.
Yeah, I think the last one was 8% in 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the?
So this town hall, the purpose of it is speaking to residents and asking them how it would impact them. And then we had Arizona wildlife there, as well as Arizona PERG and RUCO, and they kind of they represent consumers and customers and make the case of why it would be unjustified or stuff like that. Yeah,
we're not using our lights anymore. That's it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sorry, kids.
Yeah, and it's a real thing. It's called
seriously
energy insecurity.
Yeah, we can't use this.
You ration the way you use stuff around your home.
That's crazy.
So then is this an assignment that was given to you, or is this something that you said, okay, we need to go cover this?
Yeah, it's something that they reach out to us about we're having this, and then
oh, that's smart.
Our job is to cover the community. Yeah,
and then people probably wonder why or how their rates go up, right? They just get in the mail, like Ronnie said,
it's tiny little print that you don't look at on the side.
But your job and the side of, and I think everybody here, the staff at KAWC does a great job of, is explaining it and finding out, getting into it. If you need to know, if you want to know, listen to 88.9, right? Find out, and then you can see what's going on. You can hear it, they'll cover it. And if you have questions beyond that, but that's what you do for the community.
Yeah. And there is reasons for it, why it would be justified. Obviously, Arizona's growing.
Yeah.
There's more people. We need to add more to the grid.
More infrastructure.
Yeah. But at the same time, you do have a big elderly population in Arizona that's on a fixed income.
Wow.
So they don't have a lot of room on their budget, right? But speaking of, APS is holding an open house today and tomorrow here in Yuma. Information on our website, and it's to help customers who are struggling. So they'll give them tips on how to save energy, and maybe if they want a plan of assistance, they can look for that as well.
Yeah, I have a tip for my son. Shut off the lights.
Oh my God, those are the worst.
Why do you leave the? Why is this on? Everything's
so pantry
on here.
light, closet light. This, I'm like, turn it off.
I mean, now with Christmas, we start decorating
here we
in
go.
November.
Well, and no, to him also, I got his Xbox. Why is your Xbox still on? Well, it's updating. It's doing this, or I'm doing that.
Yes.
And it's
I'm charging my controller.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, just throw it all away.
So what
I
get the cord and I hide it. So it's no, you're not going to do that.
Unplug it.
It's APS wants to raise the rates again.
I'm going to start taking your allowance. That's what's happening.
So you cover stuff like that. And so how do people find out and if they want to listen? I know the app is a big, easy way, right? I was doing some research on you, and I saw that story was on there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I personally listen through the website. I just go kwc.org and press play. It's really easy. Yeah.
That easy.
But the website, the app. Do you have social media? People can follow you?
Yeah, we do have a Facebook for the station, KAWC. Then my personal is La.Reportera on Instagram. So we're always...
That's a Calexico coming out of her.
Exactly.
She's got to stay true to her roots.
But we're always looking to, cover issues in the community. And we rely on people seeking us and being, hey, this is happening.
So you take tips.
Yeah.
What? Okay, Ronnie, good tips. Like, last time you were like, did you get this? Like,
I would say like use your news.
Yeah, informants. There you go.
If you will.
I love the word informant. Do you have informants? Who are your rats?
That's what she wants to know. She wants to know who the informants.
Well, they say sources. Who is it?
Yeah.
You can't tell us.
Yeah, it depends.
Well,
it depends.
But I'm saying, a tip isn't just like an informant, or it's like, hey, this is going on.
Yeah.
Like, you should cover this. Like,
we have a positive
there's
thing
a
happening.
toy drive going on. You should go,
right.
like stuff like that, right?
Can you tell us real quick? What are you working on right now?
Oh my goodness, what am I working on right now? Well, yesterday, Adrian Fontes, the Arizona secretary, came to town, so I'm working on a piece about that.
Okay.
They're going to start mobile business services at the Chamber of Commerce.
Wow.
In December 11th, so I'll be posting something about
So they'll be
that.
able to join the Chamber of Commerce, like mobile business, or what do you mean?
It'll be like services. Like if you are a business owner and you want to if you need something notarized or want to start an LCC or a trademark, you will now be able to get that stuff done here.
Awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that.
My
That's-
mom was a notary for a long time. She liked it.
Yeah, everybody from time to time, if you're in business, you need a
service you
notary.
need. Yeah.
So
She's always busy,
anything you want to cover that you're
Yeah, like us.
Oh, you know
Yeah,
what?
why do we have a
No
story
one said
about
a
us?
story on us.
I've interviewed everybody over there, Victor.
Oh, there's the music. They cut us off.
No, Tally
We
didn't
don't
do
want to
that
talk
on
about you
purpose.
guys.
Yeah, where's the story on us, Victor and
were
Lou
great.
over there? Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
I love
you're
learning
filling in.
about you.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that, I need to get my stuff over here. What's Up Yuma Radio is a production of KAWC, Colorado River Public Media. We broadcast from the studios in the Matador Activity Center at Arizona Western College in Yuma. We want to thank our engineer, Talon Gonzalez, Anthony Ornales, Juan Garcia, Dave Reek, and Cecilia.
And you can find out more about KAWC at kawc.org, on Facebook at KAWC Radio, and on the KAWC app. And stay tuned following our program for KOFA Midday Music.
And on tomorrow's program, we're going to be joined first by Cameron Klug, I believe.
Yeah.
And in my notes, it says blood. So something about
By
blood.
talent.
Yeah, and
Blood.
then who else?
Jalen Davis from Double D Sports Bar.
All right.
And you can listen to the podcast version of our program and check out past episodes at kawc.org/podcast/What's Up Yuma Radio, and email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
Thank you again for being with us. I really appreciate it.
Me.
I hope you had fun.
Did you?
Yeah, it's a great time.
Answer us.
What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering solutions for those who value financial planning. YIVWM.com.
You are tuned into KOFA Yuma Border Radio 94.7 FM and 1320 AM. We can also be heard with the KOFA app and at kawc.org. We have been a service of Arizona Western College since 1970.
The Yuma County Library District provides activities and resources at its branches for people of all ages. Events include story time, citizenship classes, bilingual programs, crafts, author talks, and more. For more information about the activities and calendar of events, plus other in-person and online resources, visit yumalibrary.org.